Hey patrons, how's it going? This is Big Lair here. What's today? Oh man, it's the 27th. I got up this morning and I've been so busy. My video is a little late today. I apologize for that. I'm about 2 hours behind schedule, but I had some stuff to do. Family stuff. Anyway, so I've been busy. Got home late last night from work. Got home around 10, I think. So I kind of forgot what day it was. Okay, the 27th. Wow, 2 days past Christmas here. Daylight. We're getting more daylight now, right? We had the winter solstice, and now we're moving the opposite way. We're getting more daylight each day, which is great because I used to take walks with my son from our house here to the ocean, but now by the time he gets done at school, I think he gets home around 4 or 4:15. And we live really close to the school. He just walks, home, and he gets home at that time. And it has been getting dark around 4. I think on the 21st, the solstice, maybe around 4:25, the sun went down. We don't have the daylight savings time here. Most countries don't, I guess. Maybe America's the only one. Anyway, so we get just started on our walk to the ocean, and it's dark already. So that's not fun, right? So anyway, looking forward to the daylight getting longer, I should say, so that we can start taking our walks to the ocean. Okay, so this is a daily crypto update on the 27th of November. I just wanted to say a couple things first. What the heck was it? Let's see. I'm looking down at my purple morning shake there, that blueberry thing I told you guys about. Oh, one nice thing about Japan in the winter. So now it's December. There's 2 foods that we can eat that are harvested in the winter time. One is carrots, and one is mandarin oranges. So that's really nice because it gets to be the winter time. You don't get out of the house as much. It's not as there's not as much sun. Sometimes you get a lot of gloomy days. And one of the things I've done every year that I've been in Japan, is I have a juicer and I make carrot juice. And I've gotten into the kind of a habit to where, let's see, I think the carrots are harvested probably the end of November, beginning of December. And there's one town near me here that has, for whatever reason, their carrots are the most famous. I have no idea why. They're pretty good. They're nice and sweet. And so I usually buy carrots by what would it be, a 25-pound bag? And I will buy up to 4 25-pound bags when I go to these. There's a couple shops vegetable and fruit shops that I go to. They think I'm crazy. What are you doing with this juice? Or what are you doing with the carrots? And I say, I juice it. And they kind of raise an eyebrow. I say, well, I got 3 kids. They still raise an eyebrow. What do you got, a shop? You have a restaurant or something? Nope, it's just me and my family drinking carrot juice. And because the weather, it's so cold here, if you set your carrots outside somewhere, they're good for a number of months, but we go through them pretty fast. I have no idea how many. We probably go through 300 or 400 pounds of carrots in a winter. So we'll drink carrot juice all the way until the harvest finishes, which I think is around the end of January, if I'm not mistaken. So we get pretty much 2 solid months of carrot juice. Now, I do add apples to it, a little bit of an apple. I don't mind carrot juice because years and years ago I had this weird, I won't get into it, this weird thing with my stomach, and doctors didn't know what it was. I had all these tests, they had no idea. And basically I did this self-experimentation, and I found out I was severely allergic to dairy. And then there were a bunch of other foods that bothered me. And one of the ways I healed myself, this was like, more than 30 years ago. There was no internet. If you wanted to know something, you went to the library, right? So I spent a lot of time at the library doing all this research on, what could this thing on the left side of my, like where my stomach area is, like what could that be? And all roads pointed me to juicing. So in those days, I forget what the juicer was that I bought, but it was expensive. It was like $300 for this juicer. and it was this monstrous thing. I forget what it was called now, but that was the juicer everyone used, you know. And when I bought it, they asked me, you know, do you work at a hospital or do you work at a, what would you call it, like an old folks home? And I said, well, why are you asking me that? Well, most people who buy this, you know, it's like an institution is buying it for nutritional reasons. Nope, just me. So it was this humongous thing, and wow. So I did a lot of juicing, kind of got myself, you know, healed myself basically, and then figured out which foods I could eat and couldn't eat. Yeah, I could eat and I couldn't eat, and then went on from there. And then as I got older, you know, got out and lived life a little bit, I realized, wow, that was like a sign from my spirit guide saying, hey, you're not like everybody else. You've got you have to hold yourself to a higher standard than everyone else as far as what you eat and what you do and whatnot. And so that's kind of come back full circle. You know, a number of years later it did. And then I was smart enough to go, oh yeah, I should keep juicing. So I've been juicing, boy, I don't know how long it's been. I don't do it every day, but regularly, several times a week. So carrot juice, yeah, carrot juice in the wintertime here is great. And then we get mandarin oranges. Oh, one thing I want to mention. I did all this research on juicing. All of the books that people would quote these days as far as, you know, what the pioneers of juicing said, those are all the books that I read and that I've gone with. And there was a rule that if you added any sort of fruit to your vegetable juice, it could only be apples for whatever reason. If you know, now people do like, you know, all kinds of crazy juicing with oranges and blueberries and strawberries or whatever. They're making all these different concoctions. But I remember these two guys who were the pioneers of juicing, and I forget their names now, but you know, the one guy was all the way back in the late 1800s. He was studying juicing. Imagine that. He had to make his own machines. And they both said that you could mix apples with vegetables, but no other fruit should be mixed with vegetables because they felt it would negatively affect the digestion of this juice or something like that. They thought it made the juice putrefy in your stomach and small intestine, so they did not recommend it. So for years I followed that. And of course, you know, I've seen through the, you know, now juicing is like a big thing. All the yuppies do it, and hippies or whoever. You know, people who are into health juice now. I'm not making fun of yuppies or hippies, but it just came to mind. Anyway, and people add all kinds of fruits and different concoctions, and once in a while I will add mandarin oranges to something only because I'm able to get mandarin oranges here in Japan, like a lot of mandarin oranges. Where, you know, I'm very close to Shizuoka Prefecture, which is famous for mandarin oranges, and then I live next to another city that's, you know, famous all over Japan for their oranges. Those oranges get sent to the emperor every year, so those are the oranges that I can buy and eat. So they're pretty decent. I actually have a friend who owns a couple orange trees. You can actually buy the trees. Well, you buy the right to harvest the oranges off the trees is what you're doing basically. And every winter, this friend invites my family and I to go help her and her grandkids harvest these mandarin oranges. And she always gives us a ton of them too, you know. That's pretty fun. So anyway, for what it's worth, that's my rule. I follow that. I only add apples to any kind of vegetables. Now, tomatoes are a fruit, right? Some people would say they're vegetables. I think they're actually a fruit. I don't mess with tomatoes. I just had a feeling someone was thinking that as they're watching this video, which is kind of wild because I'm recording it and you haven't seen it yet. And once in a while I'll add oranges, just because I think oranges and carrots are okay. Why? Because I'm able to get them at the same time here in Japan. So I figure, well, maybe there's a method, there's a reason for that, and it's okay to mix it. But I don't mix anything else. Yeah. Okay, so that one. And what else? No, I should stop right there. Okay, I have one more thing, but I'll talk about it tomorrow, or the next time I have one of these videos, next week, next Monday. would be good. Okay, so big digression. Sorry about that, but I just want to talk about that a little bit because I know a lot of people are into juicing. Okay, and maybe you're wondering, what's going on in Japan? What kind of stuff do we get here in the wintertime? Let's jump over to the daily crypto update and we'll look at our first graphic. Okay, looking at this, what do we see? Well, interesting. If we look in that peach-colored column there, that flesh-colored, peach-colored column, the 26th to the 27th, price percent plus or minus, we can see that Veritaseum, all the way on the bottom, is up 4.9%. If we move over to the left, far left, we can see the price in dollars is at $9. Okay, had a pretty good increase. And there was a huge increase in the trading volume yesterday when I checked. A big increase, which we'll get to in a second. And I think that was probably, and I was wondering, is that increase in volume going to pull the price down or will it raise it up? And as we can see, it raised it up. Okay, let's see what else here. Everything, there's not much going on. Theta, wow, Theta's down to 8 cents, 8.7 cents. We can see it's down 4.18%. It was up around 10 cents. I just had a feeling like maybe I should sell some of my Theta at 10 cents, thinking that it might drop down. Now it's down, so that would have been an okay trade, right? Would have made back a little bit. And for the next, let's see, I think I'm free now. I won't be working my normal day job, so to speak, until about the 7th of January. So I'm going to spend some time here looking at cryptos more in depth than I usually do, and maybe do some trading. I really wanted to trade Pundi. I told you guys I didn't have Ethereum in my wallet to move it. I could have sold it at, it was like, now it's a 0.000126. It was at 0.000154 or 159 when I wanted to sell it. I remember it was 164, but I wasn't fast enough, or that's when I wanted to trade it, but then I realized, I don't have any Ethereum to move it. So I've got to set some more things up here. NEO, I missed out on NEO. I remember it was almost $14 and I put in a bid for like, what was it? It was up around $13.90 something. And I should have just sold some of it, but I didn't. There are times where you don't work your plan and then it gets you. So that's I'm always telling people, work your plan. Just work your plan. Don't overthink it. Just work your plan. I didn't work my plan. I was thinking, well, it might go a little higher. So I put in an order at 14. Nope, it never hit 14. It continued to go down, and now we see it's at 8.55. So, that's life, though, right? I'm just a spiritual being having a human existence here, and that's part of it. Okay, let's see. What else is down? Tezos is down 2.84%. It's $1.37. Yay, I'm very happy about that. Tezos, keep going down, keep going down. Let's see, I do have, it says sell all the way to the right. Tezos is a sell. If it gets any lower, I'm taking that sell off of that. I'm taking that off of there. Let's see, Digibyte, it's down. Wow, it's not, it's half of a cent. It's 0.5 of a cent right now. It's down 2.42%. Doge continues to go down. It's down 2.59%. That's, Jesus, 0.2 of a penny. What the heck is going on? And even at that, if we go to the far right, this purple column, percent to all-time high, Doge, even if it goes back to its previous all-time high, that's only 824%. An increase of 824%. I have some Doge. Was that a mistake? Well, time will tell. Time will tell. I think once, mass adoption of cryptocurrencies takes place, maybe Doge will enjoy some popularity just due to the name, and it has that Shiba, that Japanese Shiba dog on it there. Okay, everything else, not much is really going on. Bitcoin Cash aren't doing much. The prices haven't really changed. There's a lot of coins hovering around 0%. Maybe they're down a little bit, up a little bit, less than 1% either way. Cardano, Jesus, Cardano's 3 cents, Stellar is 4 cents. These are some super low prices, for some of these, these are awesome prices to buy. I'm not interested in some of the coins because I have what I would consider to be enough, and I'm just looking at other things, but prices are really good now. They're really good, really cheap. I do think they may go lower. And so yeah, that's where I'm keeping it. So I'm just looking at Tezos now, trying to trade some Tezos, and if I can get some profit out of Tezos, I may put it somewhere else. I was thinking about Veritaseum. It's way under my $15 buy price, so that would be good. However, if there was, some other coin, if Tezos goes down to around $1 or under $1, that's when I'm going to start buying it back. In fact, I have to look at my trading plan because I sold some, I think, at $1.58, was it $1.58, and so 20% down from that. Maybe we're close to hitting that. So, or was it $1.32 was my 20%? Anyway, so I've got to keep an eye on that. I'm not going to mess around. Not going to mess around at all. When it hits my target prices, boom, I'm buying it back. But if it goes below my target prices and I'm able to make a little bit, then I'll take some of the profit. I won't buy back all Tezos. I'll take some of the money in stable coins and put it somewhere else. Okay, let's jump over to the market cap, all right? The first thing that jumps out is probably that light blue column, the daily percent change in trading volume. Go down to the bottom, we can see that Veritaseum, the trading volume, was up 595.68%. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Wow. Well, and like I said, when I saw that last night, I thought to myself, is this going to pull the price down or push it up? And we can see that it pushed it up. Theta, if we look at Theta, that has the highest negative daily percent change in market cap. The market cap is down 4.14%. The trading volume, the daily percent change in trading volume is up 57.26%. And that pulled the price down. I think that heavy trading pulled the price down, right? It was up around 9 cents, 9 point something cents. Now it's down to 8. However, if we look at the yellow column, this trading volume as a percent of market cap, for Theta, that's only 2.94%. So that's a very small percent of the market cap. However, that volume, even that volume was enough to move the price down a little bit. Okay, Tezos, same thing with Tezos, the daily percent change in trading volume. What do we got here? We got it up 31.8%, and that did pull the price down, right? That pulled the price down. Other than that, let's see. Bitcoin Cash, the daily percent change in trading volume, down 34.7%. Other than that, really nothing is going on with these coins. Some of the, you can see them. Some of the market caps are up a little bit, anywhere from 0 to 1%. We've got 4 coins that the market cap is down. Tezos, OMG, Digibyte, and Theta. Oh, and Litecoin. Litecoin, it's only 0.07. That's not really anything to talk about. So yeah, so it's interesting. Now when there's these big percent changes in trading volume, I'm now noticing that, okay, sometimes I can say, well, the price has been going down, so I think the trading volume is going to go with the trend and push it further, and it happens. However, with Veritaseum, that was kind of up and down the last few days. I didn't know what was going to happen, and it came up. So that's good to get this experience, right, to see what's going on here. All right, everyone, it's the 27th of December. It's Friday. It's actually a very windy and cold day here in Japan, which is kind of nice. Hopefully I can get outside with my son, do a little bit of walking around. We haven't been to the ocean for several weeks, maybe 3 weeks now. We haven't walked to the ocean. It's always fun to see what washes up on shore, you know. I'd like to be out there and make some videos, but it's just so darn windy, you know. All you would hear is the wind flowing past the mic. It wouldn't be very enjoyable at all. Okay, everyone, I hope you have a great weekend. We got New Year's coming up next year. Doesn't matter, though, because Big Lair is still making his crypto videos. Okay, everybody, I will see you next Monday, which I think is the 30th, right? Okay, everybody, take care.